What's up, guys? Trailer Nerd checking in. As promised, today is the day. The full walk around on the beautiful blue LPT that we are going to give away here in the coming weeks. Let's jump in the truck. We're going to run down to one of our favorite spots and we'll get to that walk around. All right, it's time to jump into the details of this beautiful LPT 208. When we decided to do a giveaway, we were like, man, we can't just give away just a basic trailer, because the reality is none of our customers, that's not what they usually decide on, right? When you come to a Diamond C, you want something that is packed with features and value that deliver an easier job every day, that make it easier on you and that make your work better, make your work easier to do. So we handpicked the starting platform and any options that this LPT has, and we're gonna go over those right now. So we started with a bumper pull, definitely the most common when you look at like a percentage of what LPTs in the field are. Started with a bumper pull. We went up to the 208 package, which is two 8K axles, 18,000 pound GVWR. On this one's gonna give you, we'll look at the tag here in a minute, but gonna give you probably about a 12,000 pound by the sticker load rating or carry capacity. So up front for the LPT, we released in 2023 the all new tongue design. So it's got the HD lid incorporated, so you've got the additional workspace on top, got some storage space inside, the new high flow KTI pump, which makes the cycle time of this telescopic cylinder much faster. So really cool up front in the tongue area. Got the hydraulic jack on the front, makes unhooking and hooking a whole lot easier. You saw that just unhooking the trailer a few minutes ago in the intro. That makes it super fast and efficient, along with the Demco easy latch coupler. Solar panel up front. You'll notice the tongue is nice and tall. It's a big beam, gives a lot of depth to the storage, but also it's crazy strong. It's an engineered I-beam tongue. All LPTs have it. This one, being a 208, actually has the engineered frame as well. If you haven't seen our other videos on engineered beam technology, that essentially means that we put the metal where it counts the most, depending on the size and the weight rating of the trailer. Moving back, this one has 32-inch tall sides on it, and they're also 7-gauge material. So it gives you a little added cubic capacity, but also being 7-gauge is super strong. So no matter what the winner of this trailer does, if they're hauling concrete, if they're doing demo work, if they're hauling sand or gravel, whatever you have, this body can take that beating. It also has the raised front with board brackets, which is an additional height in increasing cubic volume, but also gives you somewhat of a handicap on top for when you're loading over the side. This LPT, as standard, has the long arm tarp system. So it makes it a whole lot easier to cover your load as compared to traditional tarp systems, where one person, it's almost impossible, especially when you get taller sides, to deploy a tarp up over a load that's sitting above the sides of the bed. So, and then obviously just ratchets back, you retract the tarp. This LPT has the fork holder step combo. When we released the LPT for 23, it had a step standard, but became a conflict when you wanted fork holders as well. So now, for easy access over the side, you've got this platform of a step, but also you have your pallet fork holders where you can stow them in the side when you're going to the job site off of your skid steer. You put them in the side, and then you have these tie downs around to be able to tie the mast down. When I mentioned earlier the 208 package and 18K GVWR, you have two 8K Lippert axles. They are oil bath axles, comes with 215/17.5. It's a 16 ply tire as well. These are regroovable tires. They're gonna last a whole lot longer on the job site, in and out, off the farm. They've got a lot longer tread life, but also very puncture resistant. We've also outfitted it with the 3/16 super heavy duty fenders. These are great because we've all seen the trailers going down the road that have the old fenders that are waving at you when you pass by. So these are insanely strong, no matter if you want to use them as a step or if you accidentally bump something in and out of a, say, a driveway. Like if your hand, somebody that's running your crew, hits something with the fenders, oftentimes I say whatever they hit is going to be torn up worse than the fender. There's no doubt about that. This LPT has the stabilizer drop legs in the rear as well. Really cool. If you've ever loaded a dump trailer with a excavator or a skid steer with and without drop legs, huge difference. With the drop legs, it's much safer, way more stable, doesn't try to pick up the back of your tow vehicle. It keeps everything on a much more solid footing. Now you'll hear people say, well, I'd rather go ahead and squat the trailer because it doesn't feel as high when you're loading the machine. True statement, but it is not as safe. So definitely the stabilizer drop legs work very well. Let's go back and see exactly again. This 208 weighs in at 6,060 pounds, so 18,000 minus that 6,060 puts you right at a 12,000 pound useful load capacity based on the sticker. Wrapping up this build, we chose the 12-inch crossmember option. What that means is, a standard, your crossmembers are on 16-inch centers. With this one, we moved them to 12-inch, actually giving your floor that much more support and making the dump body that much more indestructible. Now there's one question left. I know you're wondering, how do I get entered? It's easy. Jump over to Instagram, click on the link in our bio, and follow the instructions there.